Hello and welcome once again to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. You'll notice I have this Jeep over here, this Willys Jeep Civilian. I went ahead and picked this up the other day because it was something different as compared to the other things I've done so far. It's got a i4 engine in it, which I think will be a little bit it actually says Jeep on the head cover. I think it'll be a little bit interesting to do because it's different from the other stuff I've done. But I'm kind of in the mood to go back to the junkyard and see if we can find something cool there, so we're going to do that. And if I don't find anything really interesting, I'm going to come back and do this Jeep. Okay, and here we are, and what is that right there? Royale GTR. I think this is like a analog to Mercedes of some kind, I think. It's like, no, you can't open the door on this side. I actually don't think I've worked on one of these before. It's one of the endgame cars. Let's see what else is here. That's, looks like a Lamborghini. And that's the police skyline. This this is this is a terrible car. I don't know why it's even in the game. Salem Kieran front-wheel drive turbo. I did one of these once, and you can't put a hood on it. I mean, the radiator sticks up like this, and you can't put a hood on it. It doesn't. It's so bizarre. I'm not even sure what the point of it is. This is the Skyline, right? Skyline pace car, okay. Yeah. And what was this other thing? Some kind of Lamborghini? Aventador. I think I've seen one of these, like, every time I've come to the junkyard lately. And what are you? Some kind of race car. BMW M3. It's got a roll cage in it, so it's some kind of race car. And this is another MR2, which appears to have a parachute on it, so it's a drag car. Yep. Boy, getting all the weird mods in here today. Mayan M6. That's another in-game car. I actually went in and I deleted some mods. Is this another Kieran? Yeah, so this is the normal Salem Kieran. This is the default one, as opposed to that four-wheel drive one, all-wheel, or whatever that turbo one was over there. I actually went through and deleted some mods too, because they were cars that I don't want to do again. And I figure having a bunch of mods installed makes it harder to find the cars that I actually want to do. The only thing here I'm remotely interested in doing is this car, and I think I just want to do the Jeep. So let's do that. Okay, so let's get to work on this thing. It's not going to have a lot of body parts to deal with. I can't imagine anyway. No ABS because it's a million years old. Jeep Willys Civilian. Okay, so let's buy those things. was that? Steering wheel 3? Oh, there's a tail light to take out. Little bitty thing. I wonder if this thing even has two front license plates. Or two front license plates. I wonder if it has two license plates. I'm sure it has at least one, but only 12 body parts. This is a tiny little thing. Oh my god. And it does have a front license plate. Oh, I didn't take that off. There we go. Didn't even realize that was removable. That should be all of the body parts. Yep. Oh wow, look at that. It's got like digital camo on it. I assume that's some kind of livery. Oh my god, it actually has a fuel pump in it. The vast majority of junkers never do. Oop, I'm hung up on the lifter there. This is almost going to be a waste of time, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to put performance parts in the thing. It's a little i4. I mean, there's no way I'm going to get much of a performance boost out of it. Let's see, middle muffler, front exhaust section. That's not the right one. I wonder which muffler it has. That's an easier way to find out. 08 V8 OHV. now we can put the exhaust pipes in. And that, oh. Okay, now let's go paint this thing. So it has some kind of, that's the livery it has on it, I see now. What else is there? Camouflage. Oh, big white star on the hood. That doesn't look too bad. Gray star. Desert camouflage. No. That's bizarre looking. Nothing. This is kind of cool. I like this. I'll go with that. It says Willys on the side of the hood there, and on the window too. I wonder if can you fold it down? You can't. I think if I were doing this for myself, I would paint it olive drab and put stars and stuff on it. But since I'm gonna sell this car, that's good enough. Remember that it was like $3,917, I think, and we're already up to 11,000. That's a significant improvement right there. This would be a good car for like that $10,000 challenge. Look at that, it has leaf suspension on the front and back. That's crazy, I've never seen that before. And the wheels and tires are all the same, so that'll be easy. Oh, and this is an all-wheel drive. I was just thinking about that. There's a transfer case, so that means it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. go ahead and take the front apart too, because they're both leaf spring. You know, the front and the rear are both the leaf spring setup. I've got to take the brake shoe off. So it's just going to be like the normal parts that I would buy for a leaf spring, except twice as many. Although the front drive axle I, that's a new one on me. This is actually kind of interesting to me because I haven't done one of these before. Never seen the leaf spring on the front. Front steering knuckle E. What is holding you down? E ring. Interesting. Something is still holding it on. Oh, the tie rod. Well, there's no sway bar to worry about here. I wish it were possible, though, to just take the leaf spring out without having to pull those bushings first, because it's always a pain in the butt to have to pull those little bushings out. What is in here? Three crankshaft caps. There's two of the rods have caps, but I bet they'll be bad. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. So I have 8 bushings to buy. And they're actually all small ones this time. And the brakes will be 4 sets of drums, cylinders, and shoes. Go ahead and get the clutch parts. And this is silly on this car, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oops. Not fill. What do I need for hubs? I think it's just 4 hubs. Yeah, wheel hub 4. And the shocks were all shock. Were they shock B? Yep, 4 shock Bs. I think all that's left is the leaf spring stuff. I think I'm just going to go ahead and nuke all of this. 4 springs, 4 plates, 8 bolts, and the rear drive axle. So that was 4 springs and 4 plates. and 8 U-bolts. Whoops. And 1 leaf spring drive axle. And that, oh, that's gonna get. We need to get rid of the tie rods because I know I'm gonna need to replace them. Okay, what are we down to now? Knuckles, drive shaft. Let's see what we can repair now. Broke something. I saw something fail. I'm not sure which one it was. So, oh, that's not bad. We repaired damn near everything. Front axle G, solid rear drive axle, transfer case, both of the front axles. And that was I4C transfer case. I think that's everything. Yes. Okay, we'll be silly here and spend a ridiculous amount of money on the gearbox. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. $935 for that gearbox. And the old one, since we fully repaired it, is only worth $275. It still offsets the price a little bit. Okay, so let's see about these wheels. They're all pretty poor. 6% on that one. 23% on that rim. $35 on this one. Probably be able to repair that one at least. $6. I bet that one's not even going to be repairable. And $29. I think we might be able to repair 3 of these. Yep, 3 of them are potentially repairable. Oh, 84, 100, 2. Yep, so we successfully saved 3 of them. That's an ugly rim though, man. And these tires are 205 75 16 off-road tire. $205 75 16. Yep, bought the correct size. I've done that before. I bought the wrong size tire. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe I wasted that money. Okay, so now we just have to wait for the balancing to finish. For this car, it would be nice if I could get performance suspension for it. I mean, you can get performance shocks and springs and whatnot. Since this is not a go-fast car, this is a go-anywhere car. And being able to put in performance suspension would be really nice. Okay, all set. Now let's go and reassemble this bad boy. I should have painted the rims. I wonder if I probably can't get the livery though on the rim. If I could get that digital if I could get that digital camouflage pattern on the rim, that would really look cool. What? Oh, I bought 4 rear shock absorber Bs. Ah, should have known. Front shock absorber B. I don't know why I thought 4 rear shock absorber Bs was the right thing to do. What the hell am I looking at here? I'm at the back. Okay, I was over here. This is where I was working before. Did I even buy a rack? No, the rack got repaired. Yeah, okay. That should be all the driving stuff. Yeah, drive shaft. So these I bought that I don't need. The transfer case and the gearbox and all that stuff won't go on until the engine is done. I have an extra power steering pump for some reason. I don't remember why. No, let's hang on to it. Actually, I probably would have a use for those shocks too, but... since I pride myself on buying the correct number of parts and not more or less. Boy, that thing looks terrible. Start taking stuff off of this. Holy crap, look at all those bolts. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 bolts holding the head cover on. Gotta turn it over because I remember a couple of those pistons still had rod caps on them. Okay, let's go ahead and buy some stuff that we know we can replace now, like the pistons. And we're going to need spark plugs. Okay, the ignition stuff, the water pump pulley, the alternator. And it was an I4 ignition cap. Was it this one? I4E? I4C. I bet they don't even have that. No. Okay. Oil filter I4C. It's going to be the oil pan, so it's going to be all 4 of these pieces. Oh, so that's not just the head cover, that's the whole engine head. Air filter. I wonder if there's a red air filter for it. is not. It's not even just I4. Distributor cap I4C, cam gear I4B, that's not right. Oh, cam gear I6B, that's why I wasn't finding it. I was looking for the wrong thing. Camshaft I4C. Not even a camshaft I4C. Bummer. Okay, there's no other performance parts, so let's see if we can repair this stuff. Looks like we recovered one rod cap. So I need to buy 3 rod caps and an engine block. Lovely. Engine block I4C. Also need 3 crankshaft caps. Two clip Bs. And what's that other thing? Arm B, I6B. Okay, I'm bound to need a whole bunch more stuff. But, oh wait, you know what? I remember seeing when it was in the car that it needs an ignition coil. Yep, ignition coil B. And I can at least do that. Don't you love that air filter base just hanging in the air like that? Oh, lovely. Couldn't see the clip. Timing chain I6B. What is this? Exhaust manifold I4C. And that was exhaust manifold I4C. There was also a fuel pump I saw. And I think there might be, I think I remember seeing the fuel pump in here. Is it the fuel pump I6B? It is. Holy crap. Okay. And there's the other arm. I wonder if there's a power steering pump that is going to attach to that arm. And look at that, the power steering pump that I bought by accident found a home. Timing cover I4C, intake manifold I4C. There's bound to be a belt or a fan or something that goes on this thing. As much as I like the chrome and red parts, boy, they really stick out against this green engine. What is that? Throttle. No, carburetor I6B. Alright. And crankshaft pulley V8. I wonder if there's a carburetor. And there is. There it is. We've done all this work and we haven't even put the pistons in it yet. Okay, what do I need now? Serpentine belt A. Did it say serpentine belt I6B? I think it did. Maybe not. What was that? Yeah, definitely not. Serpentine belt A, I6B. I was totally looking at the wrong one. And serpentine belt B. Oh, our old friend radiator fan B. Done all that work on like the middle part of the engine. The head isn't on it, the pistons aren't in it. really is kind of ungainly looking, you know, even more than the rotary engine was. Let's see, what is this thing? Air filter cover and wires I4C. Yeah, I was hoping there'd be wires, but there aren't. Both of these things are I4C. There's the air filter cover. And the wires are there. That should be everything, I think. Okay, I think she's done. I don't see anything that needs to be installed still. It's kind of a funny looking engine with all these weird things sticking out off of it, but hey, whatever works, I guess. And as always, the first thing we do is put oil in the thing once we find the oil filler. There it is. I need to buy a starter because I know I don't have one. And it's going to be, I hope, surely it's not the V8 starter for this thing. Notice how that front exhaust pipe just connected straight to the exhaust manifold. I'm glad we didn't have to take it out to put the engine in. Some of the other i4 engines will do that to you. Like on the Sakura, I think. I don't remember. Starter is accessible from the engine bay. How lovely. I like how you have to bolt the transfer case on. With the front drive shaft, you can just kind of throw in there and it sticks, so you don't have to bolt it into place. Okay, so now we have to drop the car so we can put the starter in, and then we should be 100% complete. Yep, 100% across the board. Perfect. So, for fun, let's go see what kind of horsepower it has with what little in the way of upgrades we were able to do. Factory engine power of 60. I'll be happy if we get over 100. Only managed to gain, what, 22 horsepower? That's pathetic. But like I said, this is not a go-fast car, this is a go-anywhere car. So keeping in mind that the purchase price was $3,917, right now the value is $26,000, $5,000 restoration bonus, so we're what, $32,000 to sell it. That's a pretty good profit for a car that only cost $4,000 to buy. I'm gonna try it. Let's try it on the off-road track just for grins. The last time I took a car to the off-road track, it was the Ford F350, and it was terrible. I quite like that camouflage scheme. I mean, the digital camouflage, I quite like it. I wonder if you can... It's too bad you can't change the coloring. But the red and gray and white looks really nice. Although out here it looks kind of bizarre. Let's see if we can... Oops. Ah! Slammed into that rock and came to a dead stop. Let's see if we can get up this hill. No, we can't. Oh no. Let's back up a bit and give it a run up, see if we can get up the hill. The Ford at least could do it, but the Ford was so long that it just couldn't maneuver around these turns and stuff. See if we can get a little bit of speed up and make it up to the top of this hill. Come on, you can do it. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. No! Of air there. Let's see if we can make it up this. The thing is all-wheel drive, and it does have, I mean, well, it only has 82 horsepower, but still, it should be able to climb a hill. Oh, that stupid rock. If I can come at it from the other side. Whoops. Clipped through the world there. It's a good thing that this game doesn't model damage, though. It'd be a crime, really, to take a perfectly restored vehicle and just tear the crap out of it right away. I guess this hill is just too much for this Jeep. It's kind of... seems to me I should be able to make it up the hill, but I guess not. Oh well. So we knew this wasn't going to be a great performer anyway. I think the highest speed I've managed to attain out here is about 40 miles an hour. What did I get out? managed to get it up pretty fast on this stretch. 30, 34, 35, 40, 43. I was able to get it up just over 40 miles an hour. So that's not even worth going to the speed track on something like that. It is a neat little car, though. I'll give it, I mean, I'm actually starting to think about keeping it rather than selling it. It's hardly even worth bothering to sell it. It's only worth 30 grand. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go back. Okay, so we have completely rebuilt this car. We've driven it. What is it worth to sell it? $32,000? It's really hardly even worth it to me. I mean, I'm selling cars worth multi-millions of dollars, and this is only 32 grand. And it's kind of neat. I kind of like it. I think I'm not going to sell this car. I think I'm going to throw it into my garage and keep it. Okay, so on that note, that'll bring this episode to a close. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you again in our next adventure to the junkyard. And on that note, bye for now.